What's good, people? Uncle Hotep back at it again. How y'all doing? Happy hump day. I'm still at it. Back at it again. And Michelle Obama's in the news. Yes, the former First Lady. She had some choice words to say about some people. Now, I'm not going to make any tranny jokes. I don't believe that, by the way. I don't believe she's a transgender human being. I think some women have high testosterone. But I'll tell you one thing. If the Democrats ever want to be serious about 2020, they got to convince Michelle to run. But I don't think she wants to. They don't want no parts of it. They don't want no parts of it. She's like a different woman than Hillary Clinton. Like Hillary, you can see the her career and her power hungriness, her ego was in the way of a lot of things, and that's why she didn't get elected. To be honest with you, I think with Michelle, I think she values her personal life a little bit more. Does she want to be in the limelight? Maybe a little bit, but I don't think it's worth the headache to her. You know what I mean? With Hillary, it's worth the headache. But anyway, Michelle Obama, any woman who voted against Hillary Clinton voted against their own voice. Can you believe that? Here she is. I think she's doing some Illuminati pose. I don't know. That might be some Illuminati pose, the brackets. Former First Lady Michelle Obama charged Wednesday that women who voted against President Trump did so against their own interests. Any women who voted against Hillary Clinton voted against their own voice, Obama said during an onstage interview at Inbound, a marketing conference in Boston. She probably got paid for that marketing conference too. I tell you one thing, them Obamas are getting them bag money, man. They're probably getting that bag money left and right for any kind of speech, man. They're just getting, what I mean? They're just giving them the shekels, man. Come get it, Obamas, come get it. You know what I mean? They're a hot ticket. You know what I mean? So that's crazy. But nevertheless, she added, Barack hoped to see Trump succeed as president. A conference spokesperson confirmed the remark. Like, what are you supposed to say? I hope he fails? And this is what I don't get about the American people right now. People are hoping he fails, and people are not hoping anything he does is good. I'm like, why would you want that? You know what I mean? You have to live in this country. You have to work in this country. Why would you hope for him to fail? That should be the last thing you hope he does. But to me, sometimes to these people that have been brainwashed by the fake news media, they want Trump to fail. Clinton, the first woman to be nominated for president by a major party, made the historic nature of her candidacy a centerpiece of her campaign and framed herself an advocate for women in contrast to Trump. See, that's the thing. She wasn't really an advocate for women. You know what I mean? Yes, she's a woman, but her policies weren't about being a woman. Hillary just wanted to be one of the guys. She wanted to prove herself against the guys, the men she was around. It wasn't about her being an advocate for women. None of her policies borne that out. You know what I mean? And white women saw this. That's why I gotta give credit for white women. They was like, man, hey. They was like, nah. You know what I mean? Because anybody could see it. I watch, Blackish. A lot of people get tied up with the name. Oh, what if there's a show called Whitish? Well, let's try and find out. But anyway, I think that in the first, let me backtrack. The first season was great TV. I watch it on Hulu. Second, I think there was going on third. I don't know what season, but once something gets hot, the brackets, they start putting that social justice warrior stuff in there. Like last season was half the season was unbearable because when they started doing the politics, they were doing the Trump stuff, you know, and they had an after election episode. I was crying, laughing, man. I was dead tired, man. And during that show, there was this white woman who didn't vote for Hillary, and she made a joke, and they were grilling her about it. Why didn't you vote for her? You know, she was like, "Well, you guys didn't vote for Ben Carson." You know, she said that Hillary Clinton was the Ben Carson of white men. Oh man, that was hilarious. You know, it's sad and hilarious. It's sad that, you know, Ben Carson gets a bad rap, and he can make the white liberal joking point, but it's laughable because that's how. I mean, that's how you know, how black people saw Ben Carson the same way white women saw Hillary Clinton. They knew she was fake. No, I didn't know any white woman that liked her. You know, Handy loves the Pogs, but I'm telling you, I didn't know any. I'm dead serious about that. Most said they found off. They were off about her. They didn't trust her. She wasn't a good female candidate. You know what I mean? And you know, now they're trying to play this card. I think they're probably laying the groundwork for 2020 because I think they may be serious about Kamala Harris. They may be serious about Kamala Harris. I don't know, man. If they are, I don't know how that's going to work. You know, because she's not going to get the black vote. It might not be too excited for her, for various reasons. I'll get into that if that's true. I want to spoil my eggs. I should reveal my eggs before it hatches. But I think this might be setting the stage for 2020 because maybe they'll try to go with a woman again. I wouldn't suggest it. I would suggest, well, if it was Michelle, maybe it would work. But I think their best bet is Michelle or Cuban. I don't think if they go with a Democratic politician, I don't see any on the horizon that would even give Trump a scare. To be honest with you, because you gotta sort of siphon off some of his voters in some key states, and I don't think that's going to happen. Let me read the rest. While a majority of women overall voted for Clinton in the election, a majority of white women voted for Trump, according to the exit polls. You know, and another reason I always thought of that because they, you know, white women would like, I guess, traditional men. You know, there's a lot of those 53%. That's what they do. You know what I mean? Trump was a quote unquote alpha male, and they went after with the alpha male. You know what I mean? Some of them aren't as cucked with white liberalism and this, that, and the third. So that's why they went with Trump over Hillary. You know, I don't know. I think some of the elderly women went with Hillary. You know, my mother went for Hillary, but you know, she went with Hillary just because she was one of the women in office. That was, I mean, you're not going to get that from, you know, the middle-aged people. The elderly, yeah, you will, but the middle-aged 30s and 40s, man, they're not buying for that, man. They're not buying because I don't think they buy into the feminism like the younger crowd or the older crowd does, or as older crowd does. Yeah, I mean, Obama served as a surrogate for Clinton on the campaign trail as a highly effective critic of Trump. In one powerful speech after the release of the All Access Hollywood tape, in which Trump spoke about groping and kissing women without their consent, Obama confessed the tape had shaken me to my core in a way I couldn't have predicted. Man, come on. What does without consent mean? If he says this is what Trump said, they let you grab him right in the pussy. What they let implies they let him grab. Yeah, you know what I mean. I just that was crazy. You know what I mean. If you're not careful with the media, they'll use these words and try to frame something for that their narrative up. And if you're not careful, and that whole thing was a frame up. We all know how women get with around rich men. It's as simple as that. And that's what Trump was trying to convey. Wednesday, Obama also criticized the Republican effort to repeal and replace the Affordable Care Act, her husband's signature policy achievement. The Senate bill was pulled Tuesday after it failed to gain sufficient support. And she says the Affordable Care Act is not Barack's legacy, it's our country's legacy. And she's kind of right about that. You know what I mean? I think that was it was kind of forced down people's throats, but you know, a large portion of America wants to do something different with healthcare than what the Rand Pauls of the world want to do. A lot of people aren't happy with it though. You know what I mean? We're gonna see what they do, but you know what I mean. A lot of people are now dependent on it, so it's gonna be rough. But anyway, this is Uncle Hotep. I just want to read this article. You know, Michelle Obama was talking that gang, so I had to give it a review. I had to read this article and let y'all just give my 2 cents on it. It was, Michelle. If you want a woman to win, Michelle, get your black ass out there and run for president. You have a much better chance than Hillary Clinton. Anyway, this is Uncle Hotep. Peace.